Welcome to Blade HQ, everybody. Today is Monday, August 12th, 2024, and we have a great big pile of new knives to talk about, plus some interesting news you might enjoy. First of all, we have just launched a Benchmade campaign, and with every Benchmade order, you can get this cool garage flag. And when I see Benchmade, I'm just like, that's a brand that people know, people love. Even non-knife people know Benchmade. And if this is hanging in your garage, it's kind of like having a Yeti flag up there. It's like, I'm better than you. That's what this flag says. And that's what a garage is, you know? A status symbol. So, if you would like to make your status symbol a little bit bigger and louder, then I have a Benchmade flag for you. All you have to do is go to bladehq.com, buy yourself a Benchmade, and you will get one of these for free. So, though that campaign is running while supplies last. In addition, Toor Knives are on sale right now. These are some of the best USA-made fixed blades. They are made by veterans, and they are sort of made with a military and combat scheme in mind. So I have three of them here. I have first the Mutiny. This one's cool because it's got this bronze gold coated aluminum handle. So it's a metal handle on a fixed blade, which you don't see too often, and then a nice stout blade. And this one feels very utility field knife, but also war zone knife. Then if you want to take it a little bit more tactical, we have the Serpent right here. And this one's got the karambit ring, a G10 handle, and a Tanto blade. And I like this. Sometimes karambits feel a little bit like a little unwieldy because of the curve in the blade. But this one, it'll rest against whatever because it's just a straight line, but then keep it up and do cool stuff. It's a lot of fun. And then the last one is one of my favorite of the Tour lineup. Firstly, because of its handle. Second, because of its name, is the Mullet. This one's got a really comfortable handle and a nice stout blade with a bit of a saber grind on it, so it's going to be great at woodsworks. What I find is thick blades plus saber grinds almost behave like Scandies at times, but this one also would be good at other things, hunting, war zone, whatever. Tour knives are great, made in the USA, built to last, and all of these are on sale. In fact, this one's on pretty crazy sale. I think it's over 50% off. So if you like Tour, I think now is a great time to go and get some for yourself because they are on sale at bladehq.com. Now, without further ado, let's talk about some new knives. Starting with this one. This is the BRK designed by ESEE Avispa. And this one is special because it's, first of all, USA made. The Avispa has been out for a while, but this one is American made. And this one has a crossbar lock, which is also the automatic deployment edition. So it's cool that we have USA-made autos with the ESEE design back from Blue Ridge Knives, who owns the distribution rights to these particular ones. The Avispa's fun, but my favorite of the lineup is the Zancudo. And the Zancudo, some have called the Mini Avispa, but it has a bit of a different handle design. I think I prefer the Zancudo. In fact, I got the fixed blade version of the Zancudo. This is the Zancudo with a Z. The fixed blade has an X, and it's made by Rowan, and it's an S35 VN blade, and it's awesome. But this one, also USA made, G10 handle, M390 blade, just like the Avispa. Now these ones are really fancy, and what I love is their price doesn't denote that per se. We're getting USA made M390 blades, a nice mechanism on an automatic for $174.95 for the Avispa and $149.95 for the Zancudo. $150 for a USA-made auto with M390 is unheard of, my friends. So if you've liked these designs, maybe wanted an auto, or you're just looking for a USA-made auto with great materials, I do love these from ESEE and Blue Ridge. And then speaking of USA-made autos, Pro-Tech, in my opinion, the gold standard of autos, has some new variants of some of their great models. So Pro-Tech does this thing where they have models and they release them in a bunch of different ways, but then I think like quarterly it feels. They come out with new variants on a lot of their old models, and then occasionally, I think annually, they'll come out with some new models. But this one's the first time I've ever seen this, where we have a stone-washed MagnaCut blade and a blue aluminum handle. Is that not just super clean here on this Pro-Tech PT Plus Strider design? Hits hard like a Pro-Tech. Nice chalky aluminum. It's fairly grippy, even though it's smooth. I do love me some Strider. One thing I really appreciate is this handle design. I saw this, and to this day, I don't think it's my favorite like profile of a handle, but I love the way it feels in the hand because when you grip something, you get a little bit more grip out of these two fingers than out of these two fingers, and when you sort of like make a fist, you can see they always say lead with these two when you're punching because these knuckles want to go around the back. So in an effort to make it so your pinky and your ring finger have a little bit more to grab onto, they give you just a bit of a wider handle to press against your hand there. And it makes it so you have a rock solid grip all the way to the pommel. And that's one of the things that I think Mick Strider was a genius when he came up with, and is one of the reasons he is one of the legends of the knife world he is today. Also, in new additions, we have the very first reverse Tonto Malibu with a Magna Cut blade. We've only seen these in 20 CV, and I think we had an exclusive in S45VN a little while ago. But now, for all you steel nerds out there, we've got a Magna Cut reverse Tonto. And some of you really like this blade shape. I think I'm a bit of a Warncliffe guy, but this one will definitely give you a bit more tip strength and ever so slightly more belly in the edge. So if you like to do those pull cuts and slice food and whatnot, I think this is probably going to be the better everyday carry Malibu for you. And now we have it in Magna Cut and a beautiful black aluminum handle. And then the last knife on the table, back and better than ever, we have the Pro-Tech TR4. And this one is big. This is the biggest of the tactical response line. So the TR1 is lost to history. I've only seen one TR1 ever. The TR2 is back now, and you can get it with a Magna Cut blade. The TR3 has been around for like 26 years now. TR4 is this one. The TR5 is the mini, and the TR4 is big. This might be the biggest Pro-Tech auto. I think it might be. And this one's got the 154 cm blade. And I know that a lot of you steel nerds out there want some of those fancier soup du jour blade steels, but I was asking Dave Wattenberg about this 154 cm, and he says, how many soldiers have the time or energy to sharpen 63 HRC Magna Cut? Like, you just don't have the time. You don't want to carry the extra sharpener, but it does not take much effort or any specialty tools to make this TR4 sharp again because of that 154 cm, but it's still great and tough, has solid edge retention and corrosion resistance. It's just a well-balanced steel. It's not going to be so high maintenance that you need a special diamond sharpener with you on deployment. And that is why 154 cm is the go-to steel for all of their military knives, which I think is a good idea. And I love the TR4. It's so big, like I can almost fit a second hand on it, especially if you get up in this choil. Oh yeah. Who doesn't need a two-handed auto, right? Anyway, thank you all for watching. That is just a sampling of the new knives that we have at BladeHQ.com. Head over to BladeHQ.com and check out our new knives section. It is getting updated every single day. Just over there in this building, there's an entire team whose job it is to keep that category full of the best and brightest in new knives. So head on over there, subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more knife content,